Hello and welcome to my channel on the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. And today, thank you for stopping by, and this is a very special day in our yearly calendar. This is Labor Day, and this is the day that we honor all American workers. We appreciate all that you do. I'm a worker, a lot of y'all are workers, some are retired, but you've put in your time. So we appreciate everyone who is or was a worker in America. So this is a big happy Labor Day greeting to you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. If you're off work, well, enjoy your day. Also, I wanted to tell you, and I actually put these on my desk on the days that are a national or patriotic holiday. So I appreciate you tuning in. This is a Monday like any other Monday. So I'm out here and I'm wondering what is on the hook. Well, if you'll notice, you may notice during this video, I'm having a little trouble with my camera. I'm back on my iPhone. My MacBook was giving me a little bit of a fit this morning, and I'm not as familiar with the big MacBook as I am with my phone. So I'm just going to record on my phone and hope for the best. So just forgive me for that. I'll be back next week, hopefully with the better camera, to record my On the Hook crochet video. In honor of Labor Day, I wanted to offer my project bags on a better sale than they're on now. They're on a 10% sale now for everyone, but now they're on sale for 20% off, and I'm trying to move these out of my inventory. I've got some other things in mind that I'm going to do, and I wanted to move these out. So this is the beautiful Port Authority bag with the embroidered logo on the front. It's a very large bag. I use them all the time. I'm really enjoying having my prototypes that I have here. I use them for my projects as well. So this is a very nice bag. This one has two pockets, one on each side, and they'll hold a large iPhone or a bottle of water or anything like that you want to put in there, and inside is room to basically carry an Afghan with you. There's a lot of room. So you could carry a couple of projects in there if you want to. But that color is on sale, as well as the other two colors that I have in my stock. And those are the azalea bag, which looks like this. This is the azalea bag. I pulled this out of my stock, so it's still flat. I haven't opened it up and used it. But it has the same straps on it, made by Port Authority. It has a pocket on each side, and it also has a zippered opening, so you can zip it closed. The pink one, the other pink one, does not have a zipper, but it has more pockets. It has two pockets inside. This one has no pockets inside, but it has a zipper. So whatever one you would like, you can read on the Etsy shop as well, and they're described very much in detail there, so you can make sure you're buying the right one when you buy one. This is the azalea pink bag, and I also have the stonewash bag, and I love this one too. This is very pretty. This has a zippered close as well. It's the same size as the others, made by Port Authority. All of these are washable, and you can get them right back to the way they looked the first day you had them. So that's really a nice feature, and you can take them out. They're waterproof. You can take them out on the beach or put them by the pool, and they don't get wet. So I really like that about them as well. So they are on sale now for 20% off. That's about $10 off. And they're also free shipping. So I've never charged shipping on those. So if you buy one, that's how much you pay for it. The price minus 20%, and no shipping is charged. And also, as a bonus, when you buy one between now and September 15 at 20% off, I'll put a card in there, and just to remind you to send me your email address, or email me and let me know you bought a bag, and I will send you a free pattern of your choice. So email me with the pattern of your choice, and I will send it to you free of charge. So that's a little bonus for those who buy the project bag between now and September 15 at 20% off. So that's as long as they last. I won't be ordering any more of those. So be sure, if you're interested in having one or giving one for a Christmas present or buying one for yourself for Christmas, be sure to go ahead and do that and take care of it now. It's at my Etsy shop, and the links for the project bags are down in the description box if you don't know where to find me. So I hope that helps. And I know a lot of y'all wanted project bags, but they maybe cost too much, or you weren't really ready to buy them. But now it's approaching Christmas time, and I want to take down my inventory just a little bit. So I'm putting them on 20% off. So be sure you go out and take a look if you're interested in one of my project bags. One announcement that I have is that I'm having an interview tomorrow with Robin of Roving with Rover. Rover is her channel name, but she's interviewing some of us crochet influencers, and I thought that would be fun. She asked me to do this, and I said I would love to. I'm interviewing with her tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, and if you're in Alaska or England, you'll have to figure out what time that is, but it's 11 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow on Tuesday. And that would be September 6th, Tuesday, September 6th. And I'll put a link to her channel down in the description box. And also I'll put a link where you can click right onto it and watch it on time. If you want to know where to go, you can click that link tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Or you can watch the replay anytime after that at that link down in the description box. So easy to find, and you can watch some of Robin's videos before that if you'd like to check her out. She's at the first link that I'll put down there. That'll be her YouTube link. So be sure to join me tomorrow at 11 a.m. on Tuesday, September 6th, and 2022, and you can watch my interview there. I don't know what she's going to ask me, but it'll be fun, just like it was with Linda Simpson's interview not too long ago. I did one with her and had a great time and enjoyed it so much. So I'm looking forward to my interview tomorrow with Robin. Now Crystal's going to help me in a few minutes, and we're going to talk about short rows. I'm going to talk about how to do short rows in crochet, and it's a quick lesson, not hard at all, and I'm just going to show you how I did it with one of my sweaters. I just did it this week, and it turned out really nice, so I will show you that in just a second. Crystal will be modeling that sweater for you. Now, I have a couple of acquisitions I wanted to show you that came in the mail, and last week this came in. This was in my Crochet Surprise last box. I bought a box from Crochet Surprise. They are no more. They have shut their business down, but they had some boxes there, and I ordered a crochet box, a surprise box with Kobu yarn, and I received 3 of these cakes, and I'm excited. I'm going to make a summer top maybe next year. I might make something this winter, I don't know, but the colorway is mauve, and it's very, very pretty. I love the color, and that came in this week, and I wanted to show that to you. I mean, actually got it last week, and I told you about the surprise box, and I may have even showed you the yarn, but I'm just so excited to have it. I'm excited to have that Kobu yarn, and that is a combination of cotton and rayon, half and half, and also there are 232 yards on each cake, so I'll have almost 700 yards, enough to make a summer top. Also, I had received 2 hanks of yarn from Knit Crate called You Are You yarn, and the colorway Neon, and this is the Cotton Basic. Very pretty yarn, very, very nice yarn. And I balled it up and started a project with it last week, and I'll show you what I've done. This is it balled up. This is what it looks like. It's really pretty. I'll just turn that around so you can see it. And I'm making a Rebecca sweater out of this. This is probably my 3rd one, but I'm making changes to each one according to the yarn and to my particular wants at the time. But I've started this one, and I've worked on the yoke just a little bit, and pardon me if I showed this last week, but I've put a few more rows on it, and this is what it looks like on. It's pretty splotchy. The splotchiness shows up quite a bit on this because the colors, the 2 colors that this is dyed in, have a high contrast, and if you have a low contrast, the splotching looks a little more subtle. On this one it's quite loud, so I don't know, I don't think I'm going to frog this. I think it's perfect for a summer top, but I'm not sure if I'll finish it before my fall lookbook comes out. And by the way, that's slated to be published on the 15th. I just hope that I can get it out by then, because I'll be not available the next week, and then it'll be the end of September, and I wanted to get it out there so y'all could see the patterns and see what you think. Again, the Knit Crate top is the Rebecca sweater, and I know y'all have seen this. A lot of y'all bought this pattern, and it is easy to follow. I'm using the actual pattern to make this, and I'm checking the boxes, so it works great the second time around. So I made it one other time, and I kind of made it differently in the daffodil yarn, and more about that later. So today I wanted to show you one more acquisition. This is some Vitalana Silhouette, and this came in one of my Knit Crate monthly subscriptions, as did the yarn I just showed you. And this is a beautiful colorway. This is called Misty Dawn, and the camera doesn't pick this up as beautiful as it is. They call this violet, but honestly it looks pink in my light. It looks just like a very light dusty pink, very beautiful. And I received 2 hanks, and I wanted to have a sweater quantity, and so I ordered one more hank, and that was this is fingering weight, 400 yards on a hank, and it's 50% superwash merino and 50% tinsel, and it is extremely bouncy and soft. I really loved it. And fingering weight is not my favorite. I don't like fingering weight, but I bought another ball of it because I just wanted to have it in my stash. So if I decided I wanted to make something out of fingering yarn, then I would have plenty of yarn to do that with. So that was my third acquisition that I received. And Kobu, again, is not an acquisition this week. I actually had it last week, but I just wanted to show that to you again because it's so beautiful. I love that yarn. I made something out of this. I can't remember the name of it. I'll put it down here on the bottom of the screen, but it was a very easy yarn to crochet with. Now, going on to the next item, I want to show you what I'm wearing today, and y'all have loved this since the time I made it. This is a beautiful U top, and this is the pattern. It's called Beautiful U, and there I am wearing it right there. It's the same as it looked last year. I've worn it quite a bit, and I'm going to stand up and show you how it fits and how I made this. I hope you can see this. I'm using my phone again, so I apologize. This is not the best look, but I wanted to show you how this fit. This is a Beautiful U pattern, and I made it with an H hook, I believe, in Beautiful U yarn, which is not available anymore. You might be able to get it on Etsy or get it out on eBay. You might be able to find it there, but I just love the way this yarn crocheted up, and I hated that they've discontinued it. I really do. I have several colors in my stash, and I'll probably be making another one of these not too long from now. I have it on my list of things to do, but I want to finish my fall lookbook and some other things first. But this is how it fits. It was actually crochets up, and you crochet the sleeves right into the front and right into the back, so it's very easy to make. Now, this neckline is basically perfect for me. Now, it may not be the same for you. In the pattern, I tell you how many stitches to go over before you start these shoulder pieces, and the arm and the sleeve pieces as well. So I show you how to do all that, but somehow I got this just right for me. And when you get a pattern like that and it's just right, it's so much fun to finish crocheting. It looks good the first time you put it on. So anyway, this is the Beautiful U top. I'll show you the back. It's rather long compared to some of the ones I've made recently. I usually make a crop sweater. I have been doing that for summer just for coolness, but this is very light yarn, and it's very cool to wear. I really love it. I love this yarn. It's so comfortable to wear in the summertime. So I have some that someone sent me, and I so appreciate it. You know who you are. I have black, and I have turquoise, and I have another color as well. So I'm really excited. I think it's a mustard color, really beautiful. So I'll probably be using those to make another one or two of these Beautiful U tops. Now, here's a quick look at my diamond painting progress that I've made this week. I'm moving right along with my new angel playing the Flageolet diamond painting, and if you've seen this before, you know I haven't gotten very far this week, but I did finish this bit right in here, and I'm almost finished with that. And tonight I'll probably work on these right here. They're very similar colors, and so I'll probably work on those at the same time, but I can't promise. I'm not sure. Sometimes it's overwhelming to open up this much of the painting and try to fill in all the colors there, because it's just difficult to do. Really easier for me to split that in half and probably do half of it in the next day or two, and then the final half later in the week. And that way I can start on a new strip starting over here. I always start on the left and I work my way across, and that makes it a little bit easier if you just take it in bite-sized chunks. But here is what it looks like up close, There are all the squares. I'm using square drills on this particular diamond painting. I'm used to round squares. I'm used to round diamond drills, but I decided to go with square on this because honestly it was the only one they offered. But second of all, it does give a little bit more of a solid look. And if you look very closely, there are very little bits of the canvas that show through. Most of it is just solid diamond drills. Now, that may not be your jam. You might want to use round, and I've used round on all of my other paintings, and it's quite gorgeous. But this is a nice start for a new painting that's going to be predominantly shown in my house. I really like it. I like it quite a bit. So I'm real excited about the colors and just the way it fits together and the beautiful painting that it is. And I'll put a picture of the painting right here on the side so you can see the whole look of this diamond painting. Again, this is Angel Playing a Flageolet by Edward Burne-Jones, painted in the 1800s. Very, very beautiful. We'll get to giveaways here in a little bit, but I wanted to show you a little bit about short rows. And this is a sweater that I made last week. This is the Malabrigo yarn in cotton. Actually, I made it a couple weeks ago, and it's already been blocked, and it's very, very light and airy. And I have been wearing it. I've worn it 2 or 3 times actually, and it doesn't sit well on me because it rolls back just a little bit. And you'll find that sometimes your handmade sweaters will do that. They will roll back because they want to find the place where they're most comfortable, and sometimes that's not comfortable for us. You might want the neckline to stay in the front. Now this one I have no problem with at all, not one bit. But on this one, it just seemed to roll back on me all the time. So I decided to crochet short rows on the back side, and I'll show you what those look like. This is the front, and I actually added 2 rows of single crochet around this for a kind of a base and to bring the front up just a little bit. I like a little bit higher neckline on this particular top-down sweater. So I went ahead and added a couple rows of single crochet right here at the top. This is right, you start crocheting at the top to top down. Obviously you start here, but you can always add rows on the top of your top down. I don't know if y'all knew that, I'm sure you did, but I added 2 rows of single crochet. And then, well, I don't know if you can see that, from right here at the shoulder to the other shoulder over here, I added short rows. And all of this right here is a short row. It's a short row section, I should say. This is a short row section done in half double crochet. Now the sweater is crocheted in double crochet. And then I had 2 rows of single crochet here. And then I added, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of half double crochet short rows. And what those are short rows that only go from shoulder to shoulder. Again, I did single crochet all the way around the neck 2 times. All right. And then I stopped at the shoulder, actually stopped over here at the shoulder. And I'm working on the front of my sweater now, on the outside, on the right side of my sweater with it facing you. Join the yarn here at the shoulder, and you slip stitch a couple of stitches, okay, just to kind of smooth it out there. You don't want it to jump up, so you don't chain one or anything. You just join your yarn and then slip stitch over a couple of stitches, and then you do a couple of single crochets, or 3, whatever you want to do, however you want to ease into your short row, I should say. And then you continue on with half double crochets or the larger stitch, whatever the stitch is that you want to make your short rows from. Now I decided on half doubles, but I could have easily done double crochet up there, but I decided to do half doubles because I had already done 2 rows of single crochet down here all the way around the neck. So just to graduate that just a little bit, I decided to use half double crochets here. Then when you approach the other shoulder, and you count back the number of slip stitches and single crochets that you did in order to get to your larger stitch. So if I did 2 slip stitches here and 2 single crochets, and then I did my main crochet stitch, I would stop 4 stitches from the shoulder and mimic that on this side. So I would put 2 single crochets and then crochet 2 slip stitches and turn. All right, and so when you turn, you don't chain one. You just slip stitch a couple of times, maybe two single crochets. Do the same thing you did before on the first row, and that kind of eases in the rows so that they're not they're not uneven here along the shoulder. And when you see it and you look at it and you go, that just doesn't look good, rip it out and do it again, and do more slip stitches or more single crochets, whatever it takes to make the short rows look smooth and even. And then you can put as many as you want. Like here I used 4 rows for slip stitch, single crochet, half double crochet rows. 4 rows from shoulder to shoulder, and of course again the 2 original single crochet rows around the neck. So that's how I added short rows to this sweater. So if you'll look at the side, and I'll turn Crystal just a little bit, you can see the front neckline is here and the back neckline is way up here. So that will keep the sweater from rolling to the front. Now I wore it yesterday to church with a nice denim skirt. It was so cute. I really liked it, and I had my short rows done and it didn't roll at all. So there you go. It worked for me. Now every sweater doesn't need short rows, but you know how to do those. If you're a crocheter, that's how you do it. You can do it anytime you want. You can do it as you're making the yoke too. You can do that. After you do a few rows of your yoke and your top down, you can jump back up and do short rows. But you know, to me, it's easier to do them when you're finished. And that way you know exactly how many you need. You can try it on and see if it rolls back. And if it doesn't roll back, you're finished. You don't have to do any more short rows. So that's a little tutorial about short rows in crochet and using it in sweaters. Now, I do have one pattern that I wrote where I explained how to do short rows, and that is in the Picnic Time sweater. That's an old pattern, but I did take the time to explain short rows in there, and you can either roll this video back and take some notes, or you can purchase the pattern. You can do it either way, but in there is a written description of how to do short rows, and then I would use my video presentation just now, my tutorial, to let you know how to do that. And you can go back and look at that, and you can also read the instructions in the pattern or not, however you want to do it. But basically that's how you do short rows on a top-down sweater. Now you can do those on any sweater. Like I could put them on this sweater. I would just do it right here from the shoulder over in the back, and I could easily add short rows to this sweater. So anytime you have a sweater, you can adjust it by adding those short rows. Now on to some giveaways that I have this week. The first giveaway is an entire set of rubberized handle crochet hooks that I ordered from Crochet Surprise. There are 11 hooks in the bag. They're very small, up to a size 8 millimeters. So there you go. These will go to giveaway winner number 1, and there they are. They have a metal head, and they're made just very much like the clover hooks that I really love. So I'm giving these away to a lucky winner today. Also, a Crochet Surprise pattern that I received in the box that I ordered, and received the Kobu yarn, and this is for the crochet arch, and you can hang this from a doorknob, you can hang it from a ceiling fan, you can hang it on the wall, you can do all kinds of things with it, on your porch, in your bedroom, whatever. And it's a really neat little pattern. I like it. So I'm giving that away to winner number 1 today. Winner number 2 will receive the cross stitch magazine that we talked about last week. If you want to see that, you can go back and look at the video. This is a beautiful magazine, and I gave you a way to sign up for this if you were interested. If you're not, you don't have to use the word cross in your comment. And so we had a lot of people that did want it. Some people didn't want it because they don't cross stitch and they don't know anybody who does. So that's nice. You can give everybody else a better chance. So giveaway winner number 2 will receive the cross stitch magazine. Winner number 3 will receive the Wool-Ease abalone. I had 2 people tell me how to pronounce that. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Abalone is the colorway, and this is the Thick and Quick Wool-Ease by Lion Brand. Very, very nice. Love this. I love this. You can make a cowl with this. Actually, this is the bonus bundle. So there are more yards in this. There are 174 yards of a size 6 yarn. So that's a lot of yarn in there. That's a lot of yarn. You can make a hat, a cowl, probably a scarf. It says on here on the label that you can make a scarf from this one skein, just one skein. So that is nice, and that will go to giveaway winner number 3. So let's turn the camera to the computer and find out who wins these 3 gifts this week. Okay, here we are at our computer, and the internet address is up under that little border there, and we have clicked off all the things we want to click off, and the keyword was hook, and we're going to give away the crochet hooks and the pattern for the arch, the crochet arch that came in the crochet surprise box. So let's find out how many people signed up for this with the keyword of hook. All right, 197. So let's go over here and let me find my little start button. Here it is. So let's find out who wins the crochet hooks and the pattern, and that would be Carrie Alfieri. Carrie Alfieri, you have won the set of crochet hooks, and there's the word hook right there, and that's the key word. So Carrie Alfieri, you have won the crochet hooks and the pattern. Congratulations. Now let's scroll over here, and we're going to change the keyword, and the keyword is cross for the Cross Stitch magazine. So I'm going to type it in there, cross, and then let's go down here, and it'll ask me for another answer here. What's that? 5 plus 2, that makes 7. So let's find out how many comments had the word cross in them last week, and that would be 90. So 90 of you were interested in the Cross Stitch magazine. So let's scroll down here. All right, let's get it right here. Let's find out who wins the Cross Stitch magazine. And that would be Annalise Schofield. Annalise Schofield, I believe is how she pronounces it. I don't know which, one way or the other. And then the cross. Cross is right there in her comment. So Annalise, you've won the Cross Stitch magazine from On the Hook Crochet. So let's go over here. Congratulations, Annalise, by the way. And let's change the keyword. And the keyword for the woolies is wool, and that's W-O-O-L. And let's find out how many comments we had with that word. And so here we go. There were 165 comments. So let's scroll down here and find out who wins the Woolies wool from Lion Brand. And that would be Sylvia Maxwell. Sylvia, you have won the wool from Lion Brand. Here is the word wool in her comment. So Sylvia, you have won the Woolies wool from Lion Brand. Congratulations, everyone. Well, congratulations to our winners. That's so awesome. I'll get those right out to you. Just send me your mailing address and I will get those in the mail. Now, for next week, our giveaway winners will receive 3 items. One each will receive 1 item, just like we did this week. And this is, since I have a subscription to Cross Stitch magazine, which I use to give away. I don't really cross stitch too much anymore, so I usually give them away to one of my subscribers. And this came this week. This is the Christmas ornaments catalog, or it's not a catalog, it's actually a whole magazine of patterns of all these little ornaments that you can cross stitch. And some of them are very, very easy. Some of them are beautiful and maybe a little more difficult, but they're just absolutely gorgeous. And there are several categories of these ornaments in here. There's a total of 70 ornaments in this magazine. And I hate to even just bring any of them out because they're all so beautiful. But they're in categories. And let me show you one of the categories here. The categories have about 6 ornaments in them. And here's one. This is called Holly Jolly Santa. And this is a set of ornaments that have Santa as the theme. So I just think those are so pretty. Look at that. They're so gorgeous. Get those up there where you can see them. I'm probably not scrolling exactly right, but this is the category of Santa ornaments. So there are 5 or 6 categories. One with snowmen, and there's one with mistletoe, one with reindeer, and so you can pick out whichever ornaments you want to do a theme on and do all 6, or you can just do one at a time or give each one of them away to a family, friend, or relative who is cross-stitch worthy. So there you go. This will be gift number 2 next week. Christmas Ornaments by Cross Stitch Magazine, a very high quality magazine, very beautiful. I have looked through it, so it is very, very nice. Now, last week I gave away a Crochet World magazine, and another one came in the mail, so this one's going out as well. This is Crochet World magazine, the brand new edition. This is October of 2022. It's 2 months ahead of time actually, but it has some beautiful, beautiful patterns in here. Here's a hat that I thought was really cute. Let me get that up there where you can see it, but I don't want to compromise the pattern. That is one of the pretty patterns in here. There are several that I just really love. And that one is actually made with a chunky weight, number 5 bulky. And you don't see those very often, but it looks like it has treble stitches in it. It's really pretty. And then there are lots of other patterns in here that I talked about a couple of weeks ago. So we're going to give another one of these away for the Crochet World magazine. For our third gift next week, I'm giving away the Vita Lana Daffodil Merino Wool Baby Alpaca Organic Pima Cotton DK weight yarn, and I made a Rebecca sweater out of this, and I have worn it a few times. I like it. It's pretty, and this is very, very squishy and soft. It's very, very easy to work with. It's a chain yarn, so it's not fuzzy or anything. It has a chain that you work with right there. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if I'm getting enough focus, but anyway, it's a chain yarn, and it's very, very nice. I'm giving away what I have left. This is a hank, and this is also 264 grams of that. It's the same thing, and it's 175 yards on this ball and 274 yards on this ball, so you have a total of 450 yards of this yarn. And I'm not sure what you can make out of that. It doesn't matter, it's wool. You can make something for wintertime. It's just that I had it left over and I didn't need all this yarn, so I'm giving this away to a lucky winner next week. So the keywords are yarn for this. You just call it yarn, Y-A-R-N. That's the keyword for this. For the Crochet World magazine, use the word fall. That's the fall edition of Crochet World magazine. And for this cross stitch ornament book, use the word tree, T-R-E-E. Like Christmas tree, use the word tree, T-R-E-E, and you'll be in the running for the cross stitch magazine. So don't use the word tree if you don't want it. That's fine. You can sign up for all 3, or you can sign up for just 1 or 2, however you want to do it. But those are the gifts that I'll be giving away next week. So I'm really excited about that. And I thank you for joining me today. Oh, I just had a great time. I've enjoyed the time I've had with you, and I thank you for dropping in. Again, don't forget about my interview tomorrow on Tuesday with Robin, and she will, I don't know what she's going to ask me. I'll just find out when I get there. So that'll be at 11 a.m. Eastern, so be sure to tune in for that. And also don't forget about the project bag sale. It's 20% off already out there. You don't have to have an offer code for that. In fact, don't use the old offer code because it has been discontinued, but they're all 20% off right now, the 3 different colors. And be sure to read about them to find out which ones are zippered and which ones have more pockets, so then you'll know the one that you want. And the colors, of course, are out there as well. So be sure to do that. And you also get a free pattern with any purchase of a project bag until September 15. And also you get a free free shipping as well, so you don't have to pay any shipping on that. So you get 20% off and a free pattern when you buy a project bag. So I'm trying to move my inventory, so help me do that and go out and take a look at those if you would. Be sure to like this video before you click away, and it just really helps me so very, very much. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for all your wonderful comments. I appreciate each and every one of you. So join me next Monday when we find out what's on the hook.